Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a banner review for the brand new Summit Freyja. As you can see here, this is her UR outfit. This will show us her SSR outfit, I'm pretty sure. Okay, gold animation. Should show her. Her animations do look very cool. She is very, very good. Of course, I'll go over her skills now. It would be good if I actually had Crown Cross database opened up. YouTuber, by the way, and I forget to do this. Okay, so this skill, Pierce Single Target. Pretty common, every single character nowadays has a Pierce card, mainly to make them usable in Demonic Beast, but also Pierce is a very broken skill, because if you have damage reduction, Pierce still does a lot of damage, and normally Pierce cards don't require you to crit. Second card, brand new ability called Exterminate, which ignores 50% of crit resistance, and does 2 times crit damage. That's insane. Decent multiplier as well, which is kind of a surprise for a very powerful skill. It's pretty much a spike skill. It's only got 10% less, sorry, about 10% less than a spike skill in terms of percentage, but it ignores 50% crit resistance, which is very good. Of course, up to 309%, which is kind of cool. Normal Abyss Ultimate for Freyja, meaning I love when that just randomly starts playing stuff. Really appreciate that ads on YouTube. So it's of course got Wave Effect, which means it does 20% less damage per enemy on the field, which is kind of bad, but it's good on Demonic Beast. Of course, at 6/6, the multiplier is 1,350 on an AoE ultimate, by the way, with 50% Abyss, which is also very broken. Of course, 1/6 only 25%, then it goes 30%, 35%, 40%, 45%, 50%. Multiplier goes 725, 850, 975, 1,100, 1225, and 1350 for her ultimate. Her passive, which is where she really shines, is for every, so this is a PvP only passive, as you can see here. And of course, it only works in the front. For every applicable ally in PvP, increases the hero's basic stats by 8%, and charm the enemy with the highest CC. The charm target can only attack this hero, and when the hero is attacked by the enemy, reduces damage taken by 40%. In addition, when the hero deals damage with the Exterminate skill, increases damage by 30% when a critical strike occurs, this is a different part, sorry, I meant to have a break then. When a critical strike occurs from the hero's skill, removes 1 debuff, and increase all stats by 5% up to 15%. This is only for her, by the way. Only removes the debuffs for her, only buffs her, but she is a very strong DPS. The fact that I would say that she's a slightly better version of Ghislaine, but she also has slight drawbacks. Ghislaine has a lot of damage increase, where Freyja doesn't have a lot of damage increase, but she has a lot of just standard damage, which is very nice to have. Also with that, the charm effect, the reason it's so much better than Ghislaine lowers attack-related stats by 30%, which means characters like Escanor and the Goddess team with Mael are not affected. But, of course, with damage taken, no, it's much stronger. And especially if you mix that with the Nanashi and then all these other stat-boosting characters, she's going to tank for days. So, of course, they got Green Escanor here because he's the latest LR, and these are all summer characters, but Christmas Woman and random 2 Christmas people, 1 random release, apart from that, all summers. I'm going to go over why I think that she is somewhat worth it, mainly because I've seen her dish out a lot of damage. I watched Doratron's video of him taking on Nidhoggr with her. I think he only had her like 1/6. This Annihilate skill is going to be very useful because mainly you want to do big DPS. This skill does a lot of DPS and already ignores critical resistance. It means you don't have to worry about not critting, which sometimes is a slight problem with Freyja. She sometimes struggles to crit, but this will be very helpful. And she's a Pierce card, which of course Pierce does double percent on the percent phases, which is always nice. She's got an Abyss ultimate, which of course is very nice. Of course, the higher ult level, the better, but you can say that about every character in the game. The higher ult level, the better. Also, she shares the same relic, which is that whenever she uses a single target skill, it removes stance, but as well as it increases all of your allies' all stats by 4%, up to 5 times, for every skill she plays. And of course, she still has the Goddess passive, the Goddess bit, where she can count as a Goddess and get a 10% attack related stats per Goddess ally, which is 30%, because all 3 of them, of course. There'll be 3 Goddess allies, which makes her even stronger as well if you want to run on a full Goddess team. Let's go and do a multi on her. Do I think she's worth summoning for? It depends. If you don't have the current Freyja, I would say yeah, go for it, but I would also say sort of wait. Wait until we know who the next festival, because the festival we will be getting a festival in 2 weeks. So of course you can just wait out 2 weeks. Her banner will still be here, and then you can decide where to summon. I probably will summon. I do see quite a bit of potential in her, mainly she's a very good DPS, which is kind of cool. You know, the pace, the increased pace. The fact is that you'll have 2 cards that are remove stances. The only problem I see is that in the infect phase, you're going to be infected a lot. Of course, if you are running the Goddess team, you're running a late, you don't really have to worry about infect because you've of course got the debuff immunity from her ultimate. But that's the only real problem I see with that. Apart from that, I do think she's going to be a very broken character, especially with the release of Tyr as well. By the way, her applicable allies, which I forgot to actually mention in her passive, are Unknowns and Ragnaroks. So, you know, Unknowns, they have such a large pool of characters, and in my opinion, they are the safest race to invest in because of collaborations. Can I see her SR outfit? I was going to type it in, and I was like, that doesn't even work. Here she is here. This one. So this is her SR1? SSR1? You can't actually see it very well because they black it out. Very nice. And I don't actually show you it here either. Well, you can see it, but you can't. That's unfortunate. But she does seem like she would be very good. I would say wait until see what the next festival is, and then of course, then summon. Then it's worth it. Because let's just say the next summer, the next banner has red Freyja on it. You may just want to think, screw it, I'll take my chances and summon on it. Because this banner's course going to last 2 weeks, which is normal for a Grand Cross banner. So we'll find out by then. We'll definitely know before she's gone. We'll have about, like, I want to say about nearly a week's notice before. Well, we'll have like 6 days notice. Whether, of course, who the next festival is and if there was summoning or not. Of course, I think the next festival will probably end up being a demon, unfortunately. I reckon it could be Demon King Zeldris. Or maybe an unknown. We have an unknown festival since Merlin. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.